10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good luck, studio.
Oh, it's that time again. Paul Chandler's gonna start this whole thing he does. It's called the Shy Life Podcast. It's probably gonna start any minute now. Anyway, I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, sit back and relax.
Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
All I wanted was a pie, and then I hatched out of an egg.
Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
It's the quiet ones you've got to watch, you know.
Is it metaphorical? Is it deep? Is it deep?
Boy, he's not all that shy is right.
Blimey, Governor, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Excellent.
555.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Shy Life Podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How you doing? Oh, I'm all right. Yes, I'm all right. I'm not so sure about Yeti Uncle John, though. We've lost him. Yeah. I mean, usually I wouldn't complain about that, but I just don't know where he is. He's not answering his phone. I just want to check in on him and see how he is and, you know, see how he's doing and make sure he's not doing anything he shouldn't be doing. Oh, you know what it's like with Yeti Uncle John on the staff, as it were. Anyway, let's run that theme music. When we come back, we'll try and find him wherever he is. Yeah. Okay. Run that theme music.
Darling, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Yes, but it's supposed to be simple. Shy Life, the Shy Life.
You won't find a cast of characters like this everywhere.
Hello, Queen.
I'll go anywhere for a potato.
Delicious. Hello, campers. How are you?
You quite like a big bang, don't you?
Go Shy Yeti.
Oh, I hope he hasn't found out my secret. I think he has.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Oh, I can't wait for it to begin.
It's the Shy Life Podcast.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I am strangely drawn to Yeti Uncle John's ankles as well.
That has the Shy Life Podcast though, Dan. I don't think so.
It's all gooey and easy. Yum.
Has anyone seen my hot sausage?
So, yeah, Yeti Uncle John, he's gone missing. Can't find him anywhere. I did speak to a number of the regulars in case he popped round for a cup of tea or... but, of course, I started with Cromitty. And have a listen. Yeti Uncle John? No, I've not seen him, no. I've been busy. I've been, well, I've been spending quite a lot of time with Milo, so I don't really know what Yeti Uncle John's been up to. Oh, Cromitty, that's excellent. I'm so pleased. You and Milo are doing well. Well, yes, we're having a good patch at the moment. Oh, come on, that sounds quite positive. Yes, but... You know, for every good moment, I always expect a bad moment to be just around the corner. Cromitty, you're almost as bad as me. Oh, Paul, oh, don't tell me. Is that what you're like? Well, I can be, yes. You know, I'm enjoying myself and I'm just gearing up for the next bad bit, though. Oh, Paul, we are the same. Yes. Oh, dear. So, you don't know where he is? No. You checked down in the laboratory, I expect. He's not napping behind the storage boxes again. So I didn't see him down there. No, Cuthbert hadn't seen him. And, well, what about everybody else? I haven't. Well, you're the first person I asked, but I wonder where he's got to. I think he's feeling a bit ashamed. A bit ashamed? Well, you know, after all the radio.fm business, and I don't think Eek is exactly pleased with him. Oh, really? Why so? Oh, well, you know, all those biscuits he got. Oh, the biscuits. Yes, I think poor Eek has a 60 biscuit a day habit now. He's having to try and get it down. Oh, yes. Yes, he's been talking about going to the gym with Uck. Oh, is Uck still going to the gym? Yes, apparently so. I haven't seen him for ages. I feel bad. Well, he's so busy I don't think he'd notice. Yeah, you're probably right. Wow. And, so what, Eek's not talking to Yeti Uncle John? Oh, I don't know if it's quite that bad, but, let's just say that things have become a bit strained. Have they now? Is that because he's been doing all that exercise down the gym? Oh, very funny, Paul, yes. I don't know. But, anyway, I have some things I need to do, so I'll let you run along, I suppose. Sure, yes. Actually, I might give Bettina a ring, and Ick and Martin, and yeah. I'll let you know if I find out where he is. Yes, Paul, please do. Bettina.
Hello, Bettina. How can I help?
Bettina, it's me, Paul.
Oh, darling, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Yes, I'm fine. Yeti Uncle John's not with you, is he?
He's not with me. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, gosh, why?
Oh, we've lost him, that's all. We just wondered if he'd come over for, a cup of tea and a slice of cake.
Not that I know, darling, no. I hope he doesn't. We're about to shoot off somewhere.
Oh, busy?
Oh, yes, very busy. Oh, it's top secret, I can't tell you. I'm really sorry. You're learning good time.
Oh, exciting.
Bettina, we need to go. The taxi's here. Oh, darling, I really have to go. The taxi's here.
I heard. Okay, well, run along. Have fun, whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, we will, dear, we will. Bye for now. Speak to you soon.
Yes, bye for now. Dear, blimey, I picked the wrong moment to do that. Who else can I call? Martin. I'll call Martin.
Hello? The music school? It's me. Hello. How, what can I, yeah.
Martin, that's not very good telephone answering spiel.
I'm sorry, Paul. No, I'm not very good at answering the phone. I get all nervous in case it's like Elton John or Andrew Lloyd Webber calling in.
Is that something that happens a lot?
Oh, well, occasionally. Yes, but long story. Anyway, sorry, how are you? How can I help?
I just wondered if you'd seen Yeti Uncle John, to be honest. We seem to have lost him.
Oh, blimey. God, how did you lose a Yeti Uncle John?
How do I lose? Well, I'm not sure.
Wasn't he starting his new job?
Starting his new job?
Well, something. Oh, well, I probably oughtn't to say.
No. What's going on? I didn't know Yeti Uncle John had a job. What is it?
I think that he was. Well, you see, I think he's well. Oh, it's really not for me to say. Let's just say he's got a job, and he's also got plans.
Oh, Martin, why can't you tell me?
No, it must come from him.
It must come from him. All right. I won't betray his trust. Plans. That's worrying.
It's fine. Sure, he's about. Have you tried the Magpie House?
I did stick my head out the window with a pair of binoculars, and I couldn't see any movement. What, you think he might be in there?
Well, again, I'm not sure.
Usually he has a flag that he puts out, like with a flag with a magpie on it. That's what tells me he's in, and it's not up today, so I don't know.
Oh, well, I know his plan. One of his plans did involve the Magpie House. In fact, you might not see so much of him.
I might not see so much of him. Why?
Well, he's sort of spending more time in the Magpie Hut. Had you not noticed?
Well, no, not really. I've just been running around doing loads of other things and, cuddling with Dealey and things like that.
Ah, lovely Dealey.
He is lovely, yes. But what? So, do you not tell him he's not moved into the Magpie Hut, surely?
Well, not really, not intentionally, but I think one of his plans might mean that he'll have to spend more time there.
Oh, okay, right.
And he's working shifts as well.
What, on this job? Oh, come on, Martin, you've almost told me. What sort of job does he do that involves shift work? This doesn't sound like the exciting lifestyle that we used to hear me expecting for himself.
Well, no, it's not exactly glamorous, but, yeah. Look, he's driving a taxi, Paul.
Driving a taxi?
Yes, in the area. It's a taxi company called Kapow Taxis. It's, he has quite a weird clientele. But I really mustn't say any more.
A weird clientele? Okay, well, thank you for telling me virtually everything.
No, it's fine, Paul. It's fine. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, speak to you soon, Martin. Working for a taxi firm? What's going... I haven't seen him for a couple... I mean, I know we sort of lost him, but not for that long. He's had a career change and what? What is going on? Oh, dear. Listeners, I think we might need a Sutton Park clip just to keep us going. Whilst I have a sit down and think about my next plan. I guess it's to ring Ick. But, why don't you have a listen to a Sutton Park clip? And when we return, we may have located Yeti Uncle John and found out a bit more about what's going on. Gosh. Oh, anyway. Have a listen to this. Sutton Park from the 1990s.
Going on. One moment I think I was doing the filming, and next I'm here, and I forget. I've lost all track of time. I don't know what's going on. What am I doing here? It's my show that I remember Jay sort of suggesting that we need to be here, but and John and
you realise where that is, don't you?
Troller. It's you, isn't it?
It is I.
What are you up to? What do you want?
My powers, until now, have begun to weakening. Yeah.
Winkling?
Weakening.
Weakening.
However, since the destruction of Katrina, my powers
been destroyed again.
Again, I seem to have enveloped through her power once again.
How did she die?
It was
an accident. Back off?
Yes, but I helped him decide what he should do.
Oh, I haven't seen back off for ages.
No. I helped.
Ah.
And I have been helping ever since.
You've been helping back
to
off?
Scramble your mind.
He'll stab you in the back, he'll betray you.
Well, he's not working for me. He did not realise that I had encouraged him. It just happened.
Oh.
Like so many things. Like the whole business of Jay coming here. The distraction of the gunman. All this distracted from Paul. Because I choose to cause havoc.
Why? What purpose? What's your ultimate aim for us all?
What is your ultimate aim? I turn the question on you.
Well, I helped Paul destroy Sutton Park. And there you are, doing...
I also wish to destroy...
Oh, why?
Sutton Park. The series.
Yes, but all you're doing is postponing our fight.
There is no fight. Sutton Park itself has long since been a danger. It is other matters these days.
What other matters?
Since when did Sutton Park as a place cause trouble? It is Basil, people like Basil who have caused such trouble. It is people such as Basil that has encouraged me to continue.
And what about you? You've caused chaos. I mean, you've been around for, what, 2 years now?
I have always been here.
Always. Then why did you act only after a few years?
It does not concern you.
Yes, it bloody does. I've been in Sutton Park for... Well, I've been fighting Sutton Park with Paul for 6 years nearly. Well, this year it'll be 6 years.
So what's become of Catherine?
She started a new life away from you, and you can't touch her. Now she's got various hold on you still, which we might still exploit. She and I are no longer together, but we're still friends.
Yet I know where she is
and
now.
She has a new protector as well. Somebody totally unknown to Sutton Park.
But for how long?
Not long, I fear.
Exactly. Clive, you have been very helpful. I appreciate that. And your silence will mean that I shall also be loyal to you. But what you have told me is not enough. Clive, I must know everything. Everything.
It's 10:20 a.m. It's 10:20 a.m. It's 10:20 a.m.
Oi, let me see. There's some noisy football supporters over there. I don't know. They don't know the ways of Zanzibar. Well, they wouldn't be like that, would they? They're not like us, are they? Anyway. They are to be pitied, don't they? Well, I mean, they don't know the wonders of Zanzibar's mercy. They are not like us. They will never be like us. They cannot join and see the wonder that is Zanzibar. We must spread the word, as he has said. We are united again, brother. We are not like them. Brother, I cannot tell you how much it, well, you know, pleases me to find that we are once working together. Because as the Lord Zanzibar says, please do not allow your dog to foul these grounds. And yet they do. They foul the grounds with their noisiness. They are no more than dogs. And Zanzibar, he is a mighty, almighty thing. We must spread his word. Yeah.
Meanwhile, in a house not so very far away, the real Valgard is being kept hostage in a barred room. Careful now, Valgard. Careful now. Come into the garden. You must have some fresh air and exercise.
Where am I?
You are far, far from your friends. Do not think you can get away.
Where am I?
You are merely being exercised. You have been in that room far long enough.
I will escape. I will get back to them, you know.
No. I fear you will not escape. There is no possible way for you to escape. If you do try, you will end up dead. Valgard, I really do hope we understand ourselves. Each other, I should say. I really do hope we understand each other. I'm afraid your escape is impossible. I've only allowed you to come into this garden for some fresh air. You will return. You will not escape, or you will be killed. I suppose you want to know what is going on. I may be able to explain that to you. As you will not escape, there will be no way in which you will be able to pass on the information.
even if you did escape, which, as I say, would end in your death, even if you did escape, or if you were able to contact somebody, it will be too late by then. The mission is already almost complete. So tell me then. Tell me, what is going on? What have you done? You've kidnapped me whilst I was in Manchester with Tremaine. What is it you did this for? Have you threatened Tremaine? Trying to kill him or something? What exactly is your mission? Well, Balgard, well, let me assure you that for once it does not involve your friend Paul. It involves only you, the puppets, like us. It involves us. Yes, well, it involves myself, of course, and Zanzibar. You heard, of course, of Zanzibar. I recognize the name. I'm not truly sure of his true... yes, well, anyway, he has employed the techniques of two of von Hellbent's exes, Darwin and Aristotle. One to mimic your form, the shape changer, one to mimic your voice. What? You mean there is a false Valgard out there? Exactly. Yes, a false Valgard, who is spreading the word of Zanzibar. And what exactly is the word of Zanzibar? What exactly is this? What? Oh well, it's quite perfectly simple. It's like this. Praise the name of Zanzibar. Praise the name of the new Messiah. Praise his name in everything that he does. Yes. A cult, then. It is a cult you have set up. And with my appearance, with my name involved, it appears, well, more legitimate. The new Messiah of the park. Praise him. Praise Zanzibar. Praise him, he is brilliant. He will show us the way to a new future, for a new beginning. And already you have followers. There's nothing I can do. God damn it. Yes. Yes. Well, never mind, eh? Never mind. It is time for you to go back in. You appear to have ruffled yourself. Guards, take him back. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Good afternoon. How pleasant to make your acquaintance, Zanzibar. Blimey, Mummy. It's a good thing we found you here. You'd have been abandoned. Where's Yorick got to anyway? Where is Yorick? He left me. I do not know where he gone. I still don't understand why we cannot catch the train from here. Did you see the train comes past? Why can it not stop? It is a stupid machine. Where is it? Wait for me, train! Damn you! You have to be so quick. They move like lightning. You wait next time. Oh dear.
Oh, Ick, how are you?
Oh, Paul, how are you?
Well, I'm all right. And are you all right?
I'm very all right, thank you, yes. Just back from the gym.
Oh, good. Yes, I heard about you going to the gym. Is it a nice gym?
It is pretty nice. It's all new and sparkly. It's the gym that Uck goes to.
And what, you wanted to lose some baby weight?
Paul, well, I'm not sure if I'd call it baby weight. It's more biscuit weight.
Oh, yes.
Yes, well, that's my own fault. All that, all those biscuits I ate. And I feel bad about it, Paul. I'm surprised you haven't kicked off more.
Look, I've tried to just keep out of it. If Yeti Uncle John has been recording me or sending recordings of me and Radio.fm, I've been paying him biscuits, then he's welcome to it. If it does the business, then who am I to complain? You know, it's a following of sorts, even if the listeners of Radio.fm are falling asleep because they're listening to my diary entries.
But I think you're taking it very well. I feel bad for not telling you what's going on.
I don't need to know anymore. We've all had a very tiresome and stressful few months, and I don't need to make any more, I get to record in your spaceship, and I'm very grateful for that.
Oh, Paul. Well, it's good to have you.
I'm glad. I'm good. I mean, I'm glad. It's good. Those biscuits, you ate rather a lot of them, I take it.
I did, although they've run out. Things have rather thawed with Radio.fm. They're not taking our recordings anymore.
What, you've not got enough recordings of me?
Oh, well, I think we did run out for a while, but we weren't sure about telling you about it. We got Bettina to record. They didn't like that because our stories were too interesting, and we made our own biscuits. That had a bit of a strange effect on Huck.
Oh, is that when he evolved? That's when he evolved, yes?
Well, around that time. I'm not sure if the biscuits had anything to do with it, but...
it's all very complicated. I'm just trying to sort of focus on the things that need focusing on, like the podcast. Although my concern, and the main reason I'm bringing you today, Ick, is we seem to have lost Yeti Uncle John, and I just wondered, have you got him stored away somewhere on your ship?
Not that I'm aware, Paul, but, no.
You two haven't fallen out, have you?
No. We've had a few words, but, he was a bit sarcastic about me going to the gym. And I said to him, well, it's all your fault. And, he went off in a huff. And, anyway, hasn't he got a new job or something? Somebody told me he had a new job. He's been doing stuff with the Magpie Art.
You know more than I do. I just heard something similar from Martin. Said something about him driving taxis for Kapow Taxis. I know the firm, but I didn't know that they were hiring.
Well, yes. He can drive, but not my spaceship.
Not my spaceship, no. Well, I just wondered where he was, because I was noticing that he wasn't around during the day. But then Martin mentioned shift work, so maybe that's when he's sleeping. Is he sleeping in the Magpie Hut?
I'm not sure.
Well, the thing is, the flag's not up. You know, the Magpie flag. The one that he puts up to show that he's there, so we can look out the door and say, oh, there he is.
Oh, yes, with your binoculars.
With my binoculars, yes. Maybe I'm just going to have to go over. I want to find out what's going on.
Well, I'm sure it's not half as mysterious as you think it is.
I'm not sure. No, I'm sure it isn't mysterious at all. But anyway, how is Ark? We must catch up soon.
Oh, Ark is doing very well.
Oh, is this at the music school or at the gym or both?
Well, both. Yes, he's very dedicated to the gym. But the music school, yes. Last week he became a master at the ukulele. Yes, the ukulele. He's really leading the way ukulele performance.
Is he now? Gosh, I don't know. I guess I don't. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily have thought that would have been his first choice of instruments.
Well, when you've got as many tentacles as we have, we can work wonders on string instruments. You should hear my Auntie Mary on the harp. Blimey. You never heard such a performance. He's like the Jimi Hendrix of harp playing.
The Jimi Hendrix of harp playing. Wow. Well, I guess so. But the ukulele, if it's what he enjoys and he's doing well with it, then it's to be encouraged, I suppose.
Oh, yes, Paul, I think so. I'm very proud of him. I'm hoping it'll lead to some performance at Cholula's next student performance show.
Oh, yes. When does that happen?
Oh, about 2 or 3 times a year. I think there must be one coming up before long.
Well, if it happens and if he's involved, let me know. I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him ukuleleing.
Well, I don't think that's a word.
No, I think you're right. Probably isn't a word. Look, I better let you go. I ought to nip over and see if Yeti Uncle John is, over at the Magpie Hut.
Is he not answering his phone?
He's not answering his phone, no. But then maybe he's sleeping. It is afternoon. Maybe he's starting a shift soon. I mean, it's good, in a way, that he is trying to pay his way, I suppose. Although sleeping in the Magpie Hut, it's got to be chilly in there, even in the summer. The trains rushing by, it can't be quiet particularly. The squawking of the magpies. That thing's got plenty of holes in it, and the wind sort of whistles across that common.
Yes, Paul. Well, you know what he's like. Very independent.
He is very independent. Gosh, I feel like I'm getting empty nest syndrome.
Empty what, Paul?
Empty nest syndrome. Well, over the last 2 or so years, we've lost Callum because he had to go and move out to live with his mum because of the pandemic and all the lockdowns and stuff. Then we lost August, and he went and lived with Bettina, and now looks like we've lost Yeti Uncle John.
Well, surely that's a good thing, Paul. You've got quite enough people in your flat, and Cromitty isn't going anywhere, is he?
I don't think so. I don't think he is. He was a little bit restless. I know Tremaine's been trying to encourage him to go and visit him in Sutton Park.
Oh, yes. Yes. How are things with Milo?
I think things are pretty good, actually. He's seemed a lot more cheery recently, although it's very up and down. One minute he's, missing him, and then a minute he doesn't want to discuss him, and then he comes back and he's very happy, and I'm not sure whether it's anything to do with what Milo does, or whether it's Cromitty just overreacting to everything that happens. If Milo is having a bad day and isn't very talkative, then Cromitty takes it to heart. It's like living with a teenager,
Well, I guess in a way he is. At least in these sorts of ways.
I guess so. I don't think he's had a partner in a very long time, so maybe he's having to start from scratch.
Yes, well, I better go. I need to shower.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I didn't realise. Yes, sorry. Yes, you've just come in from the gym, haven't you? All right. I'll see if I can speak to Yeti Uncle John. See if I can find him. I'll have to go over there on foot. At least it's not raining.
Oh no, Paul. Well, let me know if you hear anything.
I will. Speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon, Paul.
Bye. Bye. Oh, well, everyone's busy today. I think I'm going to have to go over to the Magpie Hut and find out what's going on, listeners. It does sound like Yeti Uncle John might be there, either there or on a shift, but it doesn't really explain why he's not picking up his phone unless he's turned it off or muted it because he is sleeping. So, look, I think you should have a quiz now. And then when we come back, maybe I'll have trekked over to the Magpie Hut, and we can find out what's going on. So here we have a quiz with Callum and I recorded not so long ago. When we come back, we may have an answer to where Yeti Uncle John's got to. All right, have a listen to this. I have some quiz questions.
What's the first quiz question?
It's
Icy trivia. Tricky trivia.
I got it from Paper Chase. I'm sure they got the questions from that website we use. I don't know what I'm going to do once if there's only 100 questions. Once I've done them, there won't be much else to use these for. I'll just give them to my mum, put in the phone box. Who was assassinated by her own bodyguard on the 31st of October 1984?
1984. Oh, it was Indira Gandhi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that it? That's the round. That's it.
That's it. That's your question. Have another one. Which southern Caribbean island is also the name for a liqueur? Don't think I even know the name of the liqueur, even though I've seen it.
So, I was thinking it's not something like Martinique or something, is it?
No. Shall I tell you?
Yeah.
It's Curacao.
Curacao.
Never heard of it. That's no good.
Yeah. I've heard there was drink Curacao.
Who was the president of Vietnam from 1945 to 1954?
Ho Chi Minh.
Yes, no, you're right. That's right. That's right.
You thought I was going to say Pol Pot.
Oysters Kilpatrick is a dish best associated with which country?
Ireland?
That's
or Australia?
Yeah, it's Australia. What made you say Australia? Never heard them talk about it. Put some oysters Kilpatrick on the barbie.
Kilpatrick.
Which cocktail named after a city was invented by the Raffles Hotel barkeeper Niam Tong Boon in 1915?
Oh, it's got to be Singapore Sling.
Yeah.
If you're watching the Portillo, he did that on one of his Far Eastern jaunts.
Why are 2 seats permanently booked at the Palace Theatre, London?
Oh, is it for Her Majesty and His Majesty?
No, it's for the theatre's ghosts. Seems like a strange thing to do as far as, if it means losing some money. Maybe they're very superstitious, these thespians.
Social distancing.
Yeah, well, they need more than that these days. But, do you have any questions for me?
You've still got a few left. 1980s. Larry Blackman was a singer with which 1980s American funk band?
Fat Larry's band.
Larry Blackman. No, Cameo.
I thought there was a Fat Larry's
There
band.
was. Yeah, I did Zoom. 1990s. Which actor joined Blur for the 1994 hit Park Live?
Phil Daniels.
That's right. 21st century. Which Welsh band had a top 3 hit in 2003 with Maybe Tomorrow?
Stereophonics.
Sounds like the Littlest Hobo. Correct. Titles. Complete the title of Bananarama's 1987 hit, Love In.
The First Degree.
Yeah, that's it. Initials. Which 1996 song by Joan Osborne had the initials Oscar Uniform?
One of Us.
Yeah. What a song, eh? Oldies. Coolio's 1995 chart topper, Gangster's Paradise, was based on the 1976 song Pastime Paradise by which soul legend?
Marvin Gaye.
Oh no. Stevie Wonder.
Another fountain of knowledge on Stevie.
Stevie. Give you another one. See if you can improve. Which band had first top 20 single in Britain with Crazy Crazy Nights in 1987, 12 years after their first top 20 hit in America?
Kiss.
Kiss. That's it. Just one kiss. 1990s. Which group had a hit with Justified and Ancient in 1991?
KLF featuring Tammy Wynette.
KLF. 21st century. In 2004, who had his sixth number one hit with Radio?
Robbie Williams.
Robbie Williams, yes. Titles. Complete the title of R. Kelly's number 2 hit from 1999. If I could
turn back time.
Well, you're pretty close. Not to be confused with the Sure. It's if I could turn back the hands of time.
What a lovely thought.
Which 1985 song by Kate Bush has the initials Romeo, Uniform, Tango, Hotel, or Ruth? R-U-T-H.
Running up that hill.
Running up that hill.
Takes longer to think about it when it's
oldies
being related than if you saw it written down on a bit of paper.
Which song was a hit for the Andrea True Connection in 1976, Bananarama in 1993 or 83, and Rachel Stevens?
More. No, is that right?
More.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1993, yeah. Not bad. Do you want one more?
One more.
One for the road. 1980s. What is the surname of the singers Mel and Kim?
Appleby.
Yes. In 1996, who had a hit with his debut solo single, a cover of George Michael's Freedom?
Robbie Williams.
Correct. Okay. Now, That's What I Call Music 48 was the last volume in the series to be issued in which format? Oh, this is difficult.
Must be...
Just 21st century.
Must be tape, I suppose.
Well, I don't even know what this format is.
Mini disc.
Mini disc. Mini disc, yeah. Which 2006 song by Niles Barkley has the initials C for Charlie?
Crazy.
Easy. Correct. Oldies. Which rap group duetted with Chubby Checker on a 1988 version of his 1960 hit, The Twist?
The Fat Boys.
Chubby Checker and the Fat Boys.
Doing it like this.
That's quite... Do it like this. Take me by my little hand.
Hello? Yeti Uncle John? Are you in there? Yeti Uncle John? Oh, what? Oh, blimey, I was trying to have a nap, Paul. I've been looking for you all day. Thought you weren't here. You didn't have the magpie flag up. Oh, no. Well, I'm not taking guests at the moment. I'm just trying to have a nap before I have to do my shift. Well, yes, I've heard about this. Working as a taxi driver. Yes, Paul, yes. For Kapow Taxis. Yes, but I didn't know about it. Everybody else seemed to know about it. At least some of them did. And what's going on here? The magpie hut. You've been decorating. I don't like it. Why don't you like it? Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think khaki and blue really goes very well together. Particularly not in polka dot. Oh, I thought it was great. The magpies thought it was great. In fact, it was their choice. Well, no, I shouldn't be critical. It's better than it was anyway. Seem to have plugged up some of the holes as well. Yes, I have. Thank you very much. But what is it you're up to? Someone said, something about magpies and things. Oh, yes, something about magpies. I'm running this place as a halfway house for magpies. Magpies who have maybe been on, had it bad, maybe over the winter, or, they've not found anything shiny for a long time and are feeling depressed. Sometimes magpies just want to chill out and they want to, feel happy again. Right. Well, I've heard about halfway houses. They have those on Prisoner Cell Block H when the people get out of jail. Well, these aren't jailbirds, Paul. These aren't jailbirds. Although, I must admit that, I've seen my fair few episodes of Prisoner Cell Block H, and, that's kind of where I got the idea from. And, I was talking to Coconut Jim the other day, and, I don't know, I just came up with the idea. Coconut Jim, eh? You still in touch with him? Is he still in Shame Jail, or is he out now? Oh, well, he's out, but, he's up north, but, it would be nice to see him again one day. I miss him. I'm not sure hanging out with your former jail mates is a good plan, particularly not if you're sort of, getting your life together. I mean, opening a halfway house for dissatisfied magpies is not your worst idea. Are you making any money from it, though? Oh, I do get some shiny objects. Mostly it's tin foil. Sometimes it's the top of milk bottles. They still make milk bottles with shiny lids. Well, yes, they do. Yes, actually, they do. Oh, I didn't know. What, they bring you shiny objects? Nothing illegal? No, they haven't been nicking. You have this thing about magpies and stealing stuff, Paul. You did when I first started this whole business. Well, they have a bit of a bad reputation. I just wonder, so what? They bring you these shiny things, and are you able to get any money recompense as far as recycling is concerned? Yes, that's where I make the money. It's very small amounts, but still, I don't do it for the money. No, obviously not. But I suppose, with your taxi work, who was it now? Somebody told me that you have some rather strange clientele. Oh, who told you that? Martin, I think? Martin? Yeah, possibly. I don't think Cromitty even knows you're doing it. And Bettina didn't know either. Have you been talking to everybody about me, Paul? Well, I did bump into Cromitty, and I asked him where you were. And then I called Bettina, and I called Martin, and I called Ick, and nobody knew where you were, for sure. But at least Martin and Ick seem to know that you had this new job and might be sleeping in the magpie hut here. I just wanted to know where you were. I hadn't seen you for days. Have you moved in here? I'm not saying I've moved in here, but it's a good place to keep during the day. Especially now I've got it all, decorated. Those paint fumes are quite strong still. What sort of paint did you use? I got it, it was in my store. It was kind of less paint, more ink. It's sort of the same stuff I used when I was printing up them rare magazines that I was trying to sell in space. Not only do I have loads of those comics, I also have loads of print ink, and so, So these walls are not painted, they're covered in printer ink. Really, it's Uncle John. What if the fumes are I hope they're not going to hurt you or the magpies. No, it'll die down. To be honest, the magpies have been sleeping on the top of the hut the last few days, now the weather's warmer. So, tell me about working for Kapow Taxis. Who are these, weird clients that I'm hearing about? Well, a little known thing about Kapow Taxis is that the customers are, there are a few normal customers. I mean, I use normal in a, well, probably a not very politically correct way because, what I mean is like, I don't know, people like you. No, you're not normal, but, well, I mean, well, it's just like everybody else who travels in the taxis and the main client base are supernatural beings. Ooh, supernatural beings. No yoga vampires, I hope. No, absolutely not yoga vampires. No. Vampires aren't allowed. I wouldn't allow a vampire in my taxi. Well, strictly speaking, I suppose, don't you have to sort of have anyone who wants, to travel in your taxi? Yes, but there is a policy against vampires because vampires are always doing bad things, rotten things, whereas the other supernatural beings don't mean to. Like the werewolves. Very nice werewolves. Oh, yes, I mean, there's a werewolf at, or isn't he a half werewolf or something, at the Toledo's music school. Yes, I believe so. Nice family, I hear. Yeah, it's just that, we don't do business with anybody who doesn't cast a reflection. No, if I can't see them in my rear view mirror, I don't want them in my car. Okay, and that's not discrimination. I mean, it kind of does sound it, but I guess if it's vampires... Well, I mean, it hasn't come up, Paul. We haven't actually seen any vampires in this area of late. But, no, that is a policy. If they don't cast a reflection, then they can't come in the car. And it's because the vampires have very bad reputations. They often turn into a bat and fly out the window before they pay. If they can fly, why do they even need to take taxis? Well, again, I think that's sort of, one of the reasons we don't see them very much because, as you say, they don't need a taxi. Oh, dear. I feel very much in two minds about this. Banning whole communities because, well, no, I mean, it's vampires. As you say, a lot of supernatural beings are kind of nice people to hang out with. But vampires are usually always doing something wicked. Yeah, I'll have to be a bit careful, though, because one of our biggest client bases are Gorgons. Gorgons? Yes. Now, the thing is, they do have a reflection. They do show in a mirror, but you have to be very careful because if you glance at them and then you find them they're glancing at you, they might accidentally turn you to stone just as you're about to go round a roundabout. Don't tell me about Gorgons. I know about Gorgons. Blimey. Had enough trouble with Gorgons. But they're not bad. They're not wicked. It's not something they want to do. Well, I mean, there might be one or two who are a bit naughty, but mostly Gorgons are very nice chaps. And chapesses. Yeah. I've mainly just heard good things about Gorgons. But I can see how it could be a problem if you're giving them a ride in your taxi. Yeah, well, so far I've not had any problems. I just wear dark glasses. Dark glasses? How dark? Well, almost totally dark. You're supposed to be driving your taxi. You need to see where you're going. Oh, I have a little hole cut out. And I don't look in the rearview mirror. Never. Had a few prangs, I must say. But, you have to adapt. Oh, dear Yeti Uncle John. I'm not happy about this. I don't like the idea of you driving around in pretty much blackened glasses. You're going to be in a proper accident. Well, I have to keep an eye on the road and keep an eye on the Gorgons. Or not keep an eye on them. Yes, I suppose so. And also, I did try and, have a couple of magpies sitting in the back of the car, just to sort of keep them distracted so that the Gorgons wouldn't glance in the rearview mirror. They'd just be talking with the magpies. I think magpies just squawk quite a lot, though. I mean, They're not the most exciting of conversationalists. Oh, it's true. And also, they poo a lot. They poo a lot on the upholstery, and it's expensive to get professionally cleaned. Oh, Yeti Uncle John. Don't make faces like it was me who pooed on my own upholstery. I never said you pooed on your own upholstery. But, well, can't you provide a pile of magazines or something? Or I don't know. Why can't you have a divider that means that they're in the back of the taxi and you're sort of in your own half or something? Oh, it's difficult. I did try and do that, but then if they're giving me directions, I can't hear it properly. It all sounds very confusing, very complicated, as usual. Well, it's not my fault. I've talked to some of the other drivers. They're giving me tips. Did they give you a vehicle, or did you have to buy your own vehicle? I had to buy my own vehicle. Yeah, it's got 3 wheels, Paul. Don't laugh. 3 wheels? Why couldn't you afford a car with 4 wheels? Didn't have enough saved up. Most of the money I do have is from like poker games. Back in Shade Jail. Oh, really? Gosh. You should come and have a ride with me sometime. Come and have a ride with you sometime. Well, perhaps I would be interested to see your taxi. Yeah. Maybe we can do something. Anyway, Paul, I need to have a nap. I've got to start driving in about an hour's time, and I'll be doing it until the wee small hours of the morning. But I must say, Yeti Uncle John, I'm kind of glad that you actually have some sort of employment. But look, if you want to sleep back at the house, if we know that you're on a shift and you're sleeping, then we can be quiet. Toby's working. I have to be quiet because of him. So, we'll see what happens in the winter. I suppose I won't want to be napping in here. It will be too cold. Unless I can get some central heating put in, or more sort of insulation. Well, whatever, Yeti Uncle John. I'm just glad you're okay. I was a bit worried. I thought you and Ick had a falling out or something. Oh, no. I gather you have probably heard everything that's been going on, with Radio FM and the recordings and things. I know enough. With Martin and Cromitty and, yes, I've heard. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. But you should have just explained about the biscuits. Yeah, Paul, well, they're not interested in me at the moment. So, not sending them anything right now. Well, if you do, I would like some of the biscuits as well. That's what I'm most cross about. Although, actually, I probably don't need eating multiple packets of biscuits. But there you go. Oh, dear, Paul. I'm going to have a nap then. You have a nap. And, listeners, I think it's time for another Sutton Park clip. And then when we come back, it'll be time to say goodbye. All right? Come on, let's go. Let's leave Yeti Uncle John to his nap. Bye, listeners. Feeling quite snoozy right now. Okay. And don't forget to come and have a ride. Book my taxi. All right, I will.
Just follow us. Come on, you'll find your way back. We're nearly there. Come on. Oh, dear.
I'm coming, but I still catch the train.
Yes. Oh, dear. Yeah, come on, Jay. Come on, Owen. I'm so glad they're getting on okay. Seemed to have made a big difference with John. I didn't like that. All that fighting. I think it was Jay's fault that Barlow ended up the way he did. Oh, dear. I'm really very worried about Gongosh and Nemesis as well.
Oh, another train!
Stay away! Mummy's so silly. Mummy's so silly at times. You think you just jump on the train and you get it. Come on. Or, well, somehow or other, I appear to have made up with Jay, but there seems to be a lot of making up going on recently. I still don't know what I think, but I suppose I can't blame Jay. I can't blame Jay anymore. Someone's got to be responsible. Someone's responsible for his death. I didn't want it to be me. No matter how jolly things are now, we can't help but think that it could all happen again. It could all happen again. To Owen. Or I just hate to think it, but we can't keep this child with me all the time. Well, if I do, if I'm going to stay with Owen, I'll have to leave Paul and Jay. Unless... Or... It's so much easier if I had a partner. If I was married, but... Well, that didn't work, did it? That never worked. Not after Barlow. No one would speak to me. We couldn't speak to anyone. However, that's not the point. If I was married with a wife, I could sit up home with Owen. And little Jay could come to live with us as well. Because it's little Jay I worry about too now. Keep away from that train, Mummy. Keep... You can't catch the... He won't learn. I mean, Carmody used to look after Jay in the old days, but he's totally besotted by your vampires and his daughter and all the curses and I mean, they haven't even found a cure yet. There's a possibility he'll never come out again. I've got to think of a way of breaking it to Paul that maybe Jay is better off living away from him. They obviously get on well, Jay and Owen. It would be so nice, and yet we don't even know if I'm stable enough. Who says I'm a responsible parent? Who says I could even cope with them? Oh, damn it! You just what Oi! Listen, you stop! Oi, Mummy, keep away from the track. For goodness sake, you'll get... Oh dear. Well, at least he's running around. That was a while ago. Never thought we'd even get him. After what Bakov did to him. At least he's well. They're not... Please... Oh dear.
You wait. I stopped training. You wait. When it comes past, Hey. Just a minute. Where's Hagar? Where's... Have you seen Hagar? He's not here.
No. Oh, blimey, you're right. Did he go off with Yorick?
I do not remember.
Oh, I hope so. I just found out he was still alive. It's very strange that, isn't it? We definitely thought he'd gone off in that up in the spaceship, but... Oh, come on, we better make a move. They're not going to catch a train that way. Oh, maybe you will. Something's got to be done. Something's got to be said. Jay will be better off with Owen. And if I can get my head sorted out, it would keep them out of the way. And but I don't know. How am I going to ask him? How am I going to even breach the subject? I don't know. We don't even know where Paul is. Who knows? Well, Bakov can't have him. Bakov... Who knows what's become of Bakov, but... The others... The controller...
Oh, God. Come on, you lot. We're forgetting the aim of the business, to find Paul. All that wandering around, it's like before. Just like before, we've all been distracted. The controller's trying to distract things. Meanwhile, we don't know where he is, where Paul might be. Basil! 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 Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Calm yourself down, calm yourself down. Hello. I'm extremely confused. Ever since I went back to Nunsuch Park to check everything up, I was fine to start with, and now then I saw those images, and then just as I was feeling my most weakest, along came Basil. We started chatting. I thought everything was fine, and then I turned around and he's gone. So where is he now? That's all. I need to find my way out of here. Basil? There's Zanzibar, see? Witness his confusion. Confusion related totally to Basil. I can't believe it. Even though he would appear to be dead, he becomes alive again. I thought the park had swallowed him up, but yet Basil still remains, which is why I wish to discuss matters with you, Zanzibar. I have a bargain. Basil! Basil! I need your help! Basil! Please! Basil! My plan is as follows. You need help to recruit other puppets to join your cause, and I need Basil destroyed. We shall help each other in whatever way we can.
Well, listeners, that's what we've got time for. I hope you enjoyed the Sutton Park clips, the quiz, catching up with some of the regulars, finding out what Yeti Uncle John's been up to. At least we know he's okay. And, yeah. I must say, Paul, I'm quite impressed. Yeti Uncle John actually having a serious adult job. Yes. I mean, Kapow Taxis does sound like a bit of a weird taxi firm, ferrying around supernatural beings, but still, I guess, we're not that judgmental on the Charlotte podcast. I guess, it could be worse. I just hope he doesn't turn himself into stone. Well, he won't turn himself. They might turn him into stone, but it is reversible sometimes. Well, I hear it's reversible, but as long as it's reversed within a few hours, if you leave it too long, then it's not reversible. Yeah, well, I'm thinking of ordering a taxi and having him drive me home quite soon. I've got to nip over to see Tallulah and Martin, and I thought I might get a taxi back afterwards. Oh, Paul, taking your life in your hands. Pfft, let him hear you say that, Cromitty, but yes. Anyway. Well, listeners, that is all we've got time for. There'll be more episodes coming along soon. We've got plenty in the can. Yes, so just remember, if you want a taxi around this area, Kapow Taxis is the taxi firm for you, whether you be a supernatural being or not. And anyway, we'll speak to you again soon. You take care. Bye-bye for now. Goodbye, listeners. Goodbye. Goodbye.
dear. Oh, I can't believe Yeti Uncle John is a taxi driver now.
I know. I'm kind of excited about getting a lift back with him.
Paul, I could give you a lift back. You really don't need a taxi.
No, Martin, don't you worry about it. I want to push some business Yeti Uncle John's way. I just want to see how he's doing. I want to see what this taxi looks like. I don't know where he's parking it. It's not in the station car park.
Oh, blimey, Paul. Well, it's nice seeing you. Have you booked your taxi?
I have. He said he'll be here in 5 minutes.
Oh, well, it was lovely to see you, my dear. Thank you for bringing that book over.
Oh, no problem. I thought you'd enjoy it.
Oh, I will, my dear.
Listeners, well, you know how my mum gets loads of books coming into her telephone box in the village. The telephone box, the retired telephone box, that is also a book shop. Well, no, a book repository. And, there was this encyclopedia of musical instruments that turned up. I lugged it all the way back from Salisbury.
Oh, my darling. Oh, you are sweet.
It was in such good condition, and I saw it and I thought, wow, that is perfect.
Yes, Paul. But had you noticed it's in Greek?
It's what?
It's in Greek.
Is it? I thought, I never even looked. Oh,
it's fine, my darling. We have some Greek students.
Well, on the cover, there's a sticker that says, I think some of it's in English.
Well, I think some of it might be, but most of it's in Greek.
Well, how odd is that? Who in my parents' village owned a Greek encyclopedia of music? I'm baffled.
It's fine, my darling. We'll find use for it.
Oh, I hope so. It was very tiring carrying that all the way back from Salisbury, I must say.
Oh, you're a sweetheart, my darling. A sweetheart. Paul, I think your lift's arriving.
Oh, exciting. Right, listeners, we're going to go in the taxi. So, see you two later.
Please, my darling, come back soon.
I will. I'm interested to hear Uck playing his ukulele.
Oh, yes. It's quite something. Oh, he's a musical prodigy.
Is he? On the ukulele? Right, okay. Right. He's beeping his horn. I better go.
Oh, blimey. Don't keep him waiting. Oh, my darling. Oh, dear.
All right, Belle, gotta go. Gotta go. I gotta go now. Bye.
I want to go with you.
Gotta go. Bye.
Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh dear, what's going on now? Oh, it's the Shy Life podcast. Let's go.
I have a voice. I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice. We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
Hello, Paul. Welcome to my taxi. Oh yes, gosh, it's quite something, isn't it? Yes, I thought you might like it. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's quite small, isn't it? It's a little bit small, but I don't take big crowds of people. There are other people who work for Kapow who have bigger vehicles. My vehicle is more, I think I'll probably get about 4 people in here. Really? I think they would be very squashed. Well, maybe. No, it's fine. I'm gonna take you the long way round, if that's all right. Okay. So what were you doing over at Tallulah's? I've just, I had a book. Well, it was a few books, really. But anyway, yeah, a cup of tea, all that sort of thing. It sounds nice, yes. Oh, what's that? Oh, sorry, that's one of the magpies. Sorry, he was having a nap before. Oh, I put my bag down beside me and I thought I hope I didn't squash him. No, he'll be fine. Yes. This is one of your magpies who keeps a watch, is that right? Yes, keeps an eye on things. Yes. So why are we going around the long way? Well, Paul, I've got another passenger to pick up. What? Another passenger? Why can't you take one passenger at a time? Well, normally I would. But as, I'm going this way, I thought I'd just pick him up. Who is it? Anyone we know? Oh, no, it's, his name's Sammy. Sammy, yes. He's one of our Gorgon clients. Oh. Yes. You're all right with Gorgons, aren't you? I am. Yes. Just don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. No, I won't. How big is he? How big is what? Sammy. How big's Sammy? Because with the magpie back here, and somebody else gets in, and you've only got 3 wheels, we might not survive. That's not very nice. Look, maybe you should just drop me off and I'll walk the rest of the way. No, Paul, you're too far from home still. Martin offered me a lift if I'd known you were stopping for another customer. Oh, don't make a fuss, Paul, don't make a fuss. You're like Sammy. Yes. Yeah. He might have his missus with him and the kids, but... What? Good job. We can't fit Sammy, his wife and his kids in this car. We can't. You said 4, and I think that's overestimating it. But that's going to be far more than 4. Gosh. Oh dear. I wish I'd not agreed to come in your taxi now. Paul, don't be offensive. I wasn't going to charge you anything. Well, maybe just half price or something. Oh, for goodness sake, just drive me home quickly. Oh dear, I think I'm getting a headache. Oh dear, I think I'm getting a headache with all your talking and all your judgment. I'm not just drive. Just drive, Yeti Uncle John. Oh, so ungrateful. Oh, there's Sammy. Oh, he's got his mother-in-law with him too, and I think we can get 7 in here, don't you? 7? Oh, for goodness sake. Oh.
Yeesh, I hope that Coyote bathed today. That's all I can say.
Oh my God, there's nothing I like better is when another new episode of the Shy Life podcast comes out. Now that one was funny.
556. 556.
Okie dokie. I'll speak to you a couple of weeks' time, Foxtrot.
Okay then. Bye.
556. Okay, let's just shut this one out. Get her going.